Hello everyone. In the last video we have seen if statement and different type of if statements available in Java, and in this video we are going to see switch statement in Java. And this is an agenda of this video. We are going to see what is switch statement and what is the syntax of switch statement and conditions that you should follow when you are using switch statement. So what is switch statement? Switch statement execute one statement from multiple cases. So if you want to compare a variable with multiple values, then you can go for switch statement, and it will compare, and if the case become true, then that particular case will get executed and none of the remaining cases will get executed. Remaining case will not get executed. So it just skip out of the switch statement. So we can say that it is similar to if else if later statement that we saw in the last video. And you can use switch statement. You can work with different data types like byte, short, int, long, enum, and string. And this is a basic syntax of switch statement. First you have to use a keyword switch. Inside the parenthesis you have to give the expression. The expression must be an any variable, as we saw on the last slide. It can be a short, int, long, string, byte, double, a long, or whatever that can be. The expression should be variable that comes under a primitive data type. And curly braces will start, and it contain multiple cases, and each case have one value. And inside the case we have a set of code that need to be executed. And after the codes get executed, we have to give a break statement. So break statement is completely optional. If you give break statement, it will break the switch case and comes out of the switch case statement. If you don't give the break statement, all the cases which present after the first case will executed until it finds the break statement. If suppose the switch case doesn't have any break statement, then by default all the cases will be executed. So it is very important to give or use break statement wisely in switch statement. So there are certain conditions that you should follow when you are using switch statement. So the first condition is there can be one or n number of case values you can give in a switch expression. The case value must be of switch expression type only. It doesn't allow variable. So for example, when you're using switch expression here, and the value must be of same data type. For example, here you are using a variable of data type integer, then you should give a value integer value only. If you give a double or string value, it will throw a compile time error. So that is the second condition that you should make a note of. The case value must be unique. If you give same value in different cases, then it will throw an compile time error stating that duplicate value is detected. And fourth one is each case statement can have a break statement which is optional, which is said when control reaches the break statement, it jumps the control after the switch expression. If break statement is not found, it executes the next case. So this is what we have discussed right now. And the last condition is the case value can have a default case which is optional. If suppose none of the case matches with the expression, then the default case will be executed if present. Then it comes out of the switch statement. This default is completely optional, and it's up to you whether you want to use a default. It is like an else statement in if else statement. So let's see practically how to use switch statement. I have created a class with the name of switch statement with main method. So I'm defining a variable var1 and I'm assigning a value 10 to it. So now I'm creating a new switch statement, and inside the expression I'm giving a variable name var1, and I'm comparing it with three different cases, that is three different numbers. First I'm checking whether the variable 1 is equal to 5. So you should use keyword case space. After space you have to enter the value which you want to compare with the expression, switch expression, followed by column. And what are the codes which need to be executed? You have to give, or you have to mention below the case. So once this case get executed, as I said, you should break the case and comes out of the switch statement. So you have to use a keyword break. So it's up to you whether you can use a single case or multiple case. So let's go for multiple case. So you can see the red squiggly line which indicate that duplicate case. So the case value must be unique. I'm giving 8 and 10, and finally I'm adding a default case. So if none of the case 5, 8, 10, none of the case match with this variable, then this default will get executed, otherwise it won't get executed. So it's up to you whether you want to use break or not, because break is not necessary in default case, because after default case there is no code which is present after default case, so it comes out of the switch statement automatically. So let's execute and see how it works. So it print the number is 5. So we have to change accordingly. So here I've used a value 5, so it should print 5, and here I've used value, it should print 8, and here I have used 10, so it should print 10. So let me execute it again. Okay, so it finally gives me the output. Number is 10 because the variable 1 matches with this case. Okay, so it will travel from top to bottom. So first it will check the very first case, next it will check the second case, third case, and finally default case. This is how switch statement travels. It's like a top-down approach. So let's suppose I have another 2 cases. Let's assume. So I have a case for 15 and 20. So it gives me output number is 10 because we do have a break statement which is taking care of skipping out from the switch statement. So there may be a case, there may be a scenario where you want to compare different cases, that is multiple cases in switch expression. So to do that, you just need to remove the break statement and the set of block. For example, I just want to compare this variable 1 with 3 cases, 10, 15 and 20. So I should remove the default one because, or I can use break statement to handle that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare this variable 1 with 3 cases, 10, 15 and 20. To do that, just delete this one and just delete this one. So it first check whether it is 10, and next it will check whether it is 15, and next it will check whether if it is 20. If any one of the case match, then this set of code will get executed and this break statement will take care to move out of the switch statement. So it should give an output like 10 or 15 or 20. Let's execute and see. So you can see it print number is 10 or 15 or 20 because we compare the switch expression with multiple cases. So this is one way of doing comparison, and this is how the switch statement works. And it's not necessary that it should be a int. You can use a float, you can use a string. Starting from Java 7, the switch statement allow expression as a string, so you can use a string variable and compare it with a different string as we saw in the PPT. So this is how a switch statement works in Java. If you have any doubt, just drop your doubts in the comment section. If you like this video, give thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye bye.